Hello, what's up, everybody? How are we doing today? Ugh. How's everyone doing today? What's my POV on the new GE roster? I don't really have much of a POV since I'm not involved, but they've got a bunch of skilled players. I'm not totally sure what the roles are going to look like going into next year. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see. um. Okay. So as usual, I want to add a bit of context to the VOD that we're about to watch. Um, so we finished up stage 1 with our loss to Paper X. They went on to obviously qualify for and win the Masters event, Masters Toronto, and we, after losing and getting knocked out, we had like 2 or 3 days of break, and then we started making some roster decisions. Basically, I had I had a lot of conversations with the players individually and as groups and as a team, just kind of talking about what our issues were in kickoff and stage 1. Obviously addressing the chaotic nature of the stage 1 season, the coaching issue, and just seeing if we could figure out a way for the players to like work together. And then we also started, potentially looking at other options for players. And I'm not going to go into like all of like the kind of gory details of that process. But essentially, we kind of like came to the conclusion that we needed to either build around like Kelly as the IGL or Crystal as the IGL, and kind of collectively myself and the rest of management came to the conclusion that we wanted to try and build around Crystal and Uditon as a core. And so they figured out the transfer of Kelly to Secret, and we started looking for players to help build around the Crystal and Uditon core. So the primary thing that we were looking for, and I'll get to your questions in chat in a sec. The primary things that we were looking for, basically, we were looking to build around Uditon as the duelist, Crystal as the IGL, and we wanted to bring in at least one Korean player who could speak English at a high level, just so that we could have somebody kind of like help facilitate conversations between like Udo, and maybe if we bring in multiple Koreans, like we just kind of wanted to have our comms a little bit better, like internally, sort of like during discussions and VOD review and stuff like that. And so we looked at a couple of different options, one of which was Yeoman, one of which was Ban, and we ended up getting both of them. And all these decisions had to be made very quickly, because basically how stage 2 worked is that stage 2, the playoffs were going to be in Japan, and the Japanese visa to go compete in Japan is kind of a lengthy process. So we had to like quickly make these roster moves so that we could start applying for the Japanese visa in case that we made playoffs, so that we could try to qualify for champions. So we didn't have any time to trial anybody. We didn't have any time to really think about our decisions too much. We just kind of had to be like, here's the couple problems that we're trying to solve. Let's get the players that we think will solve them as quickly as possible, and then let's go from there. So we ended up getting Ban and Yeoman, and then let's see, the first season ended. When did stage 1 end? Stage 1 ended on the 11th of May. We were knocked out on the 19th of April. So then, yeah, it was probably towards like the end of April that we found out that we were playing in the EWC qualifiers. And so we had to kind of like throw together a team last minute and play these qualifiers because we were in the process of rebuilding our roster and trying to figure out what was going on. And then also we had to play in these quals. So basically the context for these games is that we had signed Ban and Yeoman, but Ban was figuring out like some residency stuff, I think. Like he couldn't actually come to Korea at this point, so we were playing with Derek. So we were playing with Darion because he was still on the team. And what else? Yeah. So we started practicing with this 5 I think 10 days before the qualifier. And if I remember correctly, we played like 30 scrims total. So like basically like 6 or 7 days of practice. We had like 7 days of practice together before we played these qualifiers. So obviously it's impossible to put together a new team and learn 7 maps in 7 days. So what we did is I just decided that we were going to focus on Ascent because everybody knows how to play Ascent and we could just play the default comp. Then I picked Icebox because I thought it would help our team that's very good at just like aiming and fighting. So we focused on Ascent, Icebox, Split, and Pearl. Pearl because it had been one of our better maps with Darion in the roster. And then Split had been our best map in stage 1. So we basically had a pool of Split, Ascent, Icebox, and Pearl. We didn't scrim any of the other maps. Also, I think there was a map pool change at this point. So like Sunset came in, and I think maybe one other map came in. There's so many changes. Definitely Sunset was coming in. And then maybe that was it between stage 1 and stage 2. Abyss? I can't remember. Either way, we only had 4 maps going into this tournament, and we had, I think, maybe like 8 scrims on Ascent, like 4 scrims on Icebox, like 5 scrims on Pearl, 5 scrims on Split, something like that. It was not very many, maybe like 8 scrims on each, something like that. So yeah. We were kind of just like winging it. We're like, all right, let's just go see what happens. My message to everybody going into these games was like, these are just scrims against better opponents that we would normally be scrimming probably. So just treat it as like a way to get to know each other, like play the game together. Let's have some fun. I have 0 expectations because we're playing against T1 and Talon and PaperX and DRX and RQ. And these teams that like, have been together practicing for a while, and we're just we're pugging it. So that was basically the context of this scrim, or rather these games. And today we're gonna have a bit of a long stream. We're just gonna go through the entire qualifier. So it's gonna be BO1 against T1, BO1 against Talon, BO1 against PaperX, and then a best of 3 against DRX. So we'll watch 5 total maps. And we'll just go through the whole thing. Okay, so to answer a couple of your questions that you guys are asking about, What's up with the hairstyle? I mean, it's 7:40 in the morning. I woke up. I just had coffee and my breakfast, and now I'm streaming. So, you know, I haven't taken a shower or anything. I'm just, I'm here for you guys. I already explained the context and thought process behind signing Ban and Yeoman. Basically, we just wanted, a player who had more experience on stage than anybody on our team, and we wanted a bilingual Korean English player who could help sort of like guide Yudaton a little bit better in the game as duelist, since we were building around him as the duelist and Crystal as the IGL. And so we were looking at both Ban and Yeoman, and then because of how quickly we needed to make our signing, we ended up just signing both of them because we thought we could make like the roles work, and maybe two was better than one. So that's kind of the whole context. Okay, let's get into it. So also, just so you guys know, we're only gonna have game audio for this first map on Ascent, just because this one we don't have player comms. But the other ones we will have player comms, and I don't want to leak the player comms, just because that's really bad form for a coach to do. So we're just gonna watch the other games on silent. So if that's not your cup of tea, I understand, but that's just what we're gonna do today. But yeah, so we'll have game audio, no comms on Ascent, and then the next 3-4 maps that we'll watch, we'll just have silence, but I'll just talk as much as I can.
You have me. That is good for you.
Okay, so basically, we're playing the default comp again because we had only practiced this map for like, you know, a few days. So we just kind of let everybody play comfort stuff and just go with it.
Flash. Not deployed.
Enemy kill.
Nice little pick from Yudaton. Contacting up into tree.
Stay down.
Another nice pick from Yudo.
Enemy spotted A. Oh.
Enemy spotted A. Reloading.
Blinding. Reloading.
Scanning ahead.
And we wrap up heaven and decide to actually go all the way back to B, which is a little crazy.
Spike down.
But we know the last guy's on A, so practice casting. No, I don't have the energy for that right now.
Survivor's rest. I'll clean up.
Okay, so we win the pistol. I think we don't need Darion to agree with me, yes or no. I think that Derek is one of the best team players I've ever seen on a roster. I think he does. He's like very selfless. He does exactly what the team needs. He's a super hard worker. So I think that Derek is pretty integral to a team. I think judging him based off of the soup is very, very stupid. Yeah, I think Derek is very good.
Revealing area.
Okay, so we go to our anti-eco. Just gonna play a little passive, holding. Meteor swings out, gets a pick. That's not great.
Good.
Suppressing.
What will happen to the playing 5? I have no idea, bro. I'm not on the team anymore. I have zero insight on how the team is being run at this point. Okay, just searching with the Marshal. And probably just gonna walk up into a cat split. No. Okay, we're just gonna group and hit A. This makes more sense.
finished.
Really good round from Derek. Just patient, searching, working as our human drone, farming the orbs.
Enemy ahead. Found them.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, clean anti-eco.
30 seconds left.
Other than the first death.
Spikes down.
And there we go.
Swamp grenade.
Well, they signed me for 2 years, but I had to renegotiate after the first year, and they decided to go a different direction. Thoughts on Coach Frost? I mean, I think Frost is a pretty proven coach at this point. I don't know him at all, really, in terms of like what he's actually like as a coach, but I think his results kind of speak for themselves. Okay, so on to our bonus. Letting Derek explore B. Got Poppy and Uniton
Spike down mid.
taking mid control. Is this live? No. This is from May. This is from back in May. We decide to freeze, regroup, hit B, it looks like. Keeping things real simple. We did have like a strat book. Like I did make a strat book for us for these cracks. But it was pretty straightforward. I think we had like 3 opening defaults for like mid A and B, and then we had like a couple of set execute rounds, and that's about it.
One enemy remaining.
All right, so we win our bonus, and then we go back to, you're gonna see a bit of a theme here. Derek with the scope weapon on the anti-ecos, taking contact on one of the extremities and looking for picks, while the rest of us play passively. This is one of the better ways to play anti-ecos, in my opinion. Puts a lot of pressure on the team that has worse weapons.
Reloading.
That's done.
Very nice from Derek, getting the opening.
I have the spike. Spike planted.
Ooh, okay, weird off angle from Izu. A little scary to drop an outlaw, but okay, we know that Cypher, we know that Sova is B, so we can probably just hit A.
I know exactly.
Just gotta run this guy down. Nice. Oh, self flash, all good.
One enemy remaining.
And not the cleanest round, but we'll take it. We'll take it. 3 guns survive. 4-0. D1 calls a timeout. We're doing well. Everything's good. You hope I go to a tier 2 NA team and ascend? I mean, that is a tough road, bro. That is a very, very hard way to get back into T1 or into tier 1. Yeah. I know Darion is good, but what about Uniton? I mean, they're both good players, man.
Shutting them down. One suppressed.
Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. We've got KO ult, we've got Killjoy ult. We're gonna use one or maybe both of them to hit the B site. Ooh.
Spike down B.
Probably should have used the Killjoy ult for this. I think we haven't even broken cam. Definitely Whoa. Okay, this is gonna look a little bit weird. I'm pretty sure that Poppy uses left-hand model, so that's why he doesn't see this guy. This is not him just spacing out. I'm like 99% sure that Poppy uses left-hand model.
Last player standing.
Do I think BO1s are a good thing? I mean, I don't mind them. I think there's like a time and a place. Obviously, best of 3 is probably better, but I think some formats of BO1 is fine. Ouch. Okay. So, you know, fast rounds when you're a team that's only been playing together for 6 or 7 days, probably not going to go that well, as we just saw. Go to VLT, coach. Bro, I mean, what are we even talking about?
Placing swarm grenade.
What are we even talking about, bro? Okay, start with our mid default. Playing passive. I mean, T1 is playing so passive with this double duelist.
Take flight.
Okay, they spot out Yudo. Am I keeping up with the Dota scene at all? No. I think I watched like one game of the last TI and that was about it. I honestly don't even remember who won.
Here.
Ooh, nice little team play by Derek and Udaton there.
Enemy spotted.
Smokes for him to
30
cross.
seconds left.
Beat the operator. Cross. Plant. And we're in. Crystal gets a shock kill off the spam, and now we just play post. Come to SA coach? I mean, I'll coach wherever if I can get a paying job. It doesn't really matter to me what region I coach in. I just want to coach.
Who's next?
Night night. Alarm bot down.
Scanning ahead.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Very good post plant. Honestly, I just want to go back to this real quick. These post plant positions are super good. Always want to keep one person here, getting one person close here who can fight, and then 3 people who can kind of like play off of these 2 people's contacts. Really good. Really good post plant. When was the last time I was actually in the Dota 2 pro scene?
Who's next?
2019, 2020,
Alarm bot down.
maybe.
Scanning ahead.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, so we go up 5-1. We got another set of ults coming in.
Scanning ahead.
Spike down
yeah.
mid.
I remember at this point, it kind of felt like Meteor was just kind of like running it down. Yudo goes and steals a couple guns because they had maybe hero bought a rifle here. Throws it off the map. Yeah, I was at the TI that OG won. I was at TI 8.
Recalling my bot.
I high-fived Jarex before he went out on stage for the final games.
Grenade.
That was like peak esports.
Flashbang.
Okay, just gonna go with a little bit of a execute.
One enemy remaining.
Really nice
30
scaling.
seconds left.
Really nice round. I'm not gonna lie, we were playing incredibly well considering we'd only been practicing for 7 days. Like, I feel like our team play was way better than it should have been with this tournament.
That tech is
Shadows traveling. Flashbang.
get out of my way.
Turrets destroyed.
Cover going out.
Revealing
Flash. Mag deployed.
All right, we're just gonna keep execing A. They can't stop us. We'll just keep doing it. Ooh,
Spike down A.
just kidding. Maybe they can't stop
I
us.
have the spike. Deploying drone.
Who's the IGL? Crystal. Crystal is the IGL. We had considered maybe letting Yeoman try IGLing, but then I just didn't want to complicate things because we'd had, you know, IGL conflict in stage 1, so I just wanted to keep stuff as like simple and clear as possible.
Spike planted.
So we ended up just assigning Crystal IGL, and then if there's any issues, we would just kind of try to work them out together. Okay, so we lose a couple rounds, all good. We got 6 on attack on Ascent, which is pretty solid already. Feeling pretty good at this point.
Flashbang.
Definitely need to start. Yeah, this is definitely one of those, like, okay, we're a bit of a new team. So they've got an operator. They've had an operator. We definitely need to be smoking something. Either smoke this or smoke this at the beginning of every round. No smoke is just kind of leaving us out to get picked. What's up, Satoshi?
Flashbang. Shadows traveling.
Arshidov, I mean, I'm just going to give you a diplomatic answer and just say that both players had strengths and weaknesses as IGLs, which is the reality. I'm not gonna get into like it kind of depends on the team. Like good and bad IGLing is a little bit subjective. I mean, definitely there's some stuff that you can just be like is good or bad, but generally speaking, you just want an IGL that fits the players that you have. Okay, so we're getting a little bit lost in the sauce right now with the operator out. Again, this is very much like you know, new team vibes all of a sudden. We again are already on our way to a good attack half, but I would like to finish this half out without giving back too much momentum.
Here.
We got to keep worrying about this this
Scanning
Yoru
ahead.
op.
Flash.
Right here. Right here.
Reloading.
Yeah. Again, smoke kind of late.
Knife deployed. One suppressed. There.
At the start of the year, I mean, I was the assistant coach at the start of the year, so I don't really know what the plan was. God damn, we are giving Buzz so many free picks. Okay, Buzz kind of trolling, walking through the smoke there.
player
at the
standing.
stake.
Spike
I
down
assume we're
B.
gonna call a
10
timeout after
seconds
this
left.
because we
No
are
more
getting
sofa.
cooked. Nice shots from Darion.
Turrets destroyed.
I look sick. It's just early morning, bro. Relax. Okay, yeah, so we call it timeout. Also, another thing that I would say is that we did have MCE at this point. I think he'd only been with us for like maybe a week or something like that. I during the off season, in addition to like getting the two new players, they also asked me to get an assistant coach. So I asked for platoon, and then they really wanted they were kind of pushing me. GE was kind of pushing me to get like an experienced assistant coach. So they offered me a couple of former head coaches, including MCE, and I just went with MCE. Because I knew that he was good at his job. I was a little worried, honestly, just because he is a head coach, and I thought we might argue about how to run things, just because he had, you know, many years of experience as a head coach. But I went into it with a pretty open mind. We definitely did have some conflicts as far as like how things should be done, what comps to play, stuff like that. But luckily, we're both adults and we're able to generally figure things out, even if we didn't totally agree on everything. But yeah, so we'd just started working with MCE and Platoon, I think, for like a couple of weeks at this point. Yeah, so we call it timeout. Basically just like, yo, stop getting picked by the operator. Use your smokes early, please. Use the drone early. We can't keep playing 4v5 at the beginning of every round. Okay, so we do a bit of a spread default, and then we're going to quickly group and hit B, looks like, with the KO ult. We know the operator's B.
Placing swarm grenade.
No, I was not at TI5. Very nice hit. Good coordination this time. We scale in together. Good coverage from everybody. This is actually a very nice round from us. The first TI I went to was TI6. So I saw Wings Gaming win, and I saw Team Liquid win, and then I saw OG win. I went to 3 TIs in a row. 6, 7, 8. And then that was it.
One enemy remaining. Team Ace.
Okay, beautiful round. Beautiful round.
Let's go.
Back to the A default. What's up, Gobs? How are you?
Ah, tear it down.
Okay, we're gonna go group and hit A. We haven't really shown any presence anywhere, so this is just gonna kind of have to be brute forced. We've given up the rest of the map, so we essentially have to commit here. I'm gonna assume that this round doesn't go well, just because we haven't really sold them any story, and we're just showing A and then kind of slowly going A. Yeah, so this is definitely not gonna go well unless we can just shoot our way out of it, which is gonna be tough. Okay.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade.
Honestly, pretty good. Pretty good considering that they had 3 people here ready to fight us.
Turret out.
Flag planted.
I know exactly where you are.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Alright, NT. 7-5 half. We started out 5-0. Ended at 7-5. Not the best, but you know what? We'll take it. Oh, 5. No, we started out 6-1. and in 7-5, but it's okay. Can I explain how to handle the op? Like, players don't know where the op is. We usually have 2 smokes. Basically, you just, if you're against an op, there's like a few different things. First of all, you know, invest your smokes. Invest drone early. And then if you are going to swing onto an angle, you want to be like triple swinging it, like double, at least double, and probably triple swinging it. So let's say that somebody's opping like this, right? But you don't know where the op is, and you're playing tiles. So if you think that there's an op in middle, and you're playing tiles, and you want to get into middle, then you're gonna want to smoke this, and then you're gonna have 2 or 3 people ready, and then on the count of 3, you're all gonna swing this angle together, because the op may kill 1. But if 3 people are swinging at the same time, they're very, very likely going to trade the op, right? Because you get 1 shot, 1 kill, and then you have to essentially like go for a tuck and hide. So if you just like double or triple swing an op angle, you're pretty likely to kill them in response. Yeah, and basically what you want to do is, how you want to be swinging is the first person that goes needs to go wide. They need to pop and swing. And then, I mean, honestly, probably the first 2 people should swing pretty wide, and then the last person can kind of swing close. So the last thing that you want to do is you don't want somebody to like shoulder peek and then either get in the other people's way, or just everybody just goes close, because then you don't actually clear the space and you can get multi-fragged really easily. Am I gonna watch party GCC? I'm not sure. I'm gonna watch some of it. I just don't know how much I'm gonna watch live, because it starts at like 2 a.m. my time. What if they hit a collat? Then unlucky, bro. But that's part of the reason why you want somebody to swing wide, is because the opper's gonna go for the first person, right? So if you swing super wide like this, and then you have 2 people following up a little bit closer, then the wide person might die out here, but then the other people are not going to get collatted. Okay. Pistol, again, keeping it real simple. So this is just a pistol that I designed. I remember this one. We've basically got an anti-rush knife. Like if they're just running it down B, the knife is going to stall them out, because you're going to tag everybody, get rid of all of their util. And then we've got 3 people stacked on A. We've got a turret for contact here, it looks like, and we've got a double stack in short. Alarm bot for this, and then Utaton's just going to play sort of for a pick and to get out. So just kind of like a simple pistol that has no gaps, really. Okay, we hear them coming A. You can see Poppy's trapping off of Derek's contact here. Crystal's playing for counter recon. We get the first 2 picks. That's why your team sucks against the op. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people are just afraid of the operator. Like, if you want to beat an op, you have to play confidently against an op. You don't want to play stupidly, but you want to play confidently. Okay, so far, really nice pistol. I'm not totally sure why we're full leaving A. I guess maybe we just had confirmed that everybody was here.
30 seconds left.
Very nice. Double pistol for us. Just got to make sure we don't get ecoed here.
Turret's destroyed.
Darion needs some help. Somehow gets 2, somehow gets 3. Okay. Call that a little bit of a weapon diff.
1 enemy remaining.
Alright, 9-5. Let's go. Put T1 in the grave. Put T1 in the grave. So this right here, this is sort of a classic little set play. You smoke, you recon deep. The jet updrafts into the smoke, so he's kind of protected, and then he spams off of the recon scan. You got paranoia as well to kind of disguise the jet's noise and to blind them. Pretty solid round to call on a bonus because you obviously don't have the best weapons. It's their first gun round. If you can catch them off guard while they're trying to run their basic default, you can really fuck up their momentum on the attack side. Also, against double duelists, it's always good to hit them before they can hit you. So I think this is kind of a nice play call. But I think the old school Sky Viper double duelist is going to be back on split after this patch. I mean, I think people will probably play double duelist. They were playing double duelist before anyway, so I definitely think we'll see plenty of double duelists on split. Oh, Yudo, the whiff. Okay. Little outlaw kill. We like that. Why was Yudo not playing for Soup qualifiers? I don't know. I'm not in the team. I have no idea.
Spotted B. Deploying drone.
I think we're just gambling B. I feel like this is probably not where they're going to end. But just triple walking together, staying
30
proactive.
seconds left.
I don't necessarily mind this.
Spike planted.
We just guessed wrong. What about Sky pick rate after this patch? I mean, I think more so Fade is just going to be picked an insanely high amount.
Gun
Okay, Crystal has recon.
Scanning ahead.
Okay, nice kill by Yeoman.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Ooh, Stacks is too clutch. Nice try by Yeoman. Take a look at the score line real quick.
Will be their night.
So we're doing pretty well. Yudo, Derek, Yeoman, all having nice games.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
I mean, Tarrant, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. Like, obviously consistency would help. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I appreciate it. I think that
Take flight.
I think that if I had had more time with the team, we probably could have been pretty good, but it is what it is.
right here.
Yudo, you crazy guy. You crazy guy.
Spotted men.
Poppy with the aggressive push. Okay.
One suppressed.
Relax, Creative Cloud. I don't want to deal with you right now.
Flashbang.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Okay. Another nice little anti-eco. Yudotan 19 and 8. Looking good. Can anyone learn IGLing? Yes. Some people are more inclined to be leaders of people, but anybody can technically learn to IGL. What's up, Senny? How are you? Yudo's looking nice. Yeah, I mean, he's getting to play Jet. He's getting to play Jet with 2 initiators to support him. This is like pure comfort zone for him right here.
Enemy spotted.
Revealing area.
Okay, Crystal and Derek getting aggressive outside of B, putting a lot of pressure. They're trying to split B, it looks like. Through market. Got an interesting crossfire going on.
Successful.
Yudosan takes a timing. Ooh, Buzz with the trade. Okay, Poppy might be in trouble here. Definitely on an island. They've inserted Meteor into market. Ooh, nice little clear by Yeoman and Crystal together. And Poppy, 1.
30
Give me
seconds
more.
left.
Give me more, Poppy.
enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
okay, good trade.
Cooling
Spike planted.
down. One suppressed.
Last player standing.
And Crystal with the 1v1. Okay, 11-6. Autumn calls a timeout. Yeah, that's right. Call a timeout, fool.
Still working?
You're getting
Thank
cooked. You're getting cooked by a team with 7 days of practice. Also, just a funny little sort of aside for you guys. Yudo 29-2. Obviously, really, really good scoreline. We had a little bit of a meme in our team where we called Yudo the Korean Slayer because every time we would play against a Korean team, he would go crazy in scrims. Like every single time we would scrim a Korean team, he would pop the fuck off. And it was always just kind of like, well, he's obviously just trying to show all the Korean teams that he's better than them. It's like an ego thing. So the fact that he was doing this against T1 was really funny, but also kind of expected at the same time.
Cover going out.
This is an exclusive, that's correct. Ooh, nice little flash. Nice flash, but can't capitalize. Can't capitalize. Yeoman goes for the aggro play. Okay, kind of like it.
Nowhere to run.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ult is ready.
Nice try. Did buy a lot of time and got the ult out early. Crystal playing it slow. Doing some damage.
One enemy remaining.
Can't use that yet.
Reload.
Turret out.
Spike
You go
planted.
ahead and ult. Expect some sort of push.
Revealing area.
Alright, he's got to go back to main.
Area's clear.
He can really only be in one spot. Really nice round. Super good round from Yeoman with all the delay, and then Crystal and Derek played that 2v2 super well.
Right here.
Time for a field test. Here. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
How to learn to IGL? I mean, do a lot of VOD review. Watch a lot of games. Read some books on leadership.
Who's next?
Unironically. Probably the best way to learn. What the hell is going on? Okay, we used 2 ults. They're hitting, trying to close out the map. The judge kills Yeoman.
Spike planted.
Oops.
Nice kill by
Turret
Yudo.
out. Turret destroyed.
Last player standing.
Crystal,
One enemy
2
remaining.
HP. Ooh, okay. Almost. Almost.
Shock dart.
Get out of my way.
Alright, we're gonna fight for A main control with our eco. Get the opening pick, fall out. We wanted to go try and get this gun if possible.
Enemy tagged.
Enemy mark.
Shadows traveling. Flashbang.
Thanks, Anch. Appreciate it, bro. Okay, I think we got the rifle. Maybe they threw it back. No, we did get the rifle. Okay, sick. So we had a little protocol in our team. I think this is actually a very good protocol that a lot of teams probably should implement if they haven't already. But basically on eco rounds, when you don't have a good buy, I feel like there's a really high tendency for teams to just try and play them as like regular rounds. And usually that results in you just getting destroyed, right? Because you don't have good weapons and you're trying to play regular Valorant against a team that has good weapons. So I made us play eco rounds in a way that was basically like two phases. So phase number 1 is steal a gun. I don't care about winning the round. I just want to steal a gun. So once we can steal a gun, now phase 2 is, we would call this mini game. So if we get a kill, we would call mini game. And then mini game meant the other players who are not where the gun was killed need to stay alive. Because the worst thing you can do is to get a gun and then just get steamrolled on the other side of the map with your bad weapons. What you want is you want this gun that you've stolen to take the next duel, if at all possible. So basically, you get a kill, you call minigame, these two players play their lives, maybe they bunker or they play kind of like retake. These players now need to go retrieve the weapon, and then they get to play aggressive with the weapon. So basically, the idea is that once you steal a gun, if you can just make that gun take all of the fights for the rest of the round, it's kind of like you had a full buy, if that makes sense. So let's say you kill a Vandal, right? You kill a Vandal, now you have a Vandal. Even though you might have Vandal and four pistols on your team, if the Vandal takes all of the fights, then it's like you had 5 Vandals. Does that make sense? So as long as the pistols don't have to do the fighting once you have the gun, it's basically like you have a full buy.
Cover going out. One suppressed.
Back.
Okay. Get another gun.
30 seconds left.
4v3. Crystal alone. Oh, gets one.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
2. 4v1. Can we close?
Scanning ahead.
Spike planted.
Can we close?
Shock dart.
Suppressing.
Scaling together. Big paranoia. Yudo's gonna be bait. Whoa. Yudo's gonna stick. Nice. Alright. So our first official game together, we beat T1.
Was that important?
Feels good, man. Feels very good, man. Cool. Let's go on to the next one. And basically how the format is you play the game and then it's just a rolling schedule. So we beat T1, we had like a 10-minute break, and then we just played Talon. And luckily, we kept getting Ascent, at least for the first couple of games. We would veto our way to Ascent. So basically, because we only had 4 maps, right? We had Ascent, we had Pearl, we had Split, and we had Icebox. Most teams didn't want to play Icebox because they didn't like the map. We would always ban Abyss. Actually, I think our approach was ban Haven. We would always ban Haven first. So Haven would get banned first because we could guarantee that we could ban 2 maps, right? So we would ban Haven or Abyss, then we'd ban the other one if it wasn't banned already. And then we would just try and get it down to like either Ascent or Pearl or Split. Most teams didn't want to play us on these 2 because these were 2 of our better maps in the first season. So we'd end up playing Ascent. Is kind of what was going on the veto.
Switch to real life.
Oh, all right. So from now on, these are going to be on mute. These are going to be on mute because I don't want to leak the player comms because that's not good form for a coach to do that. So it's just going to be silent audio. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. We'll kind of go through these pretty quick, but I just wanted to show, you know, we were cooking it. We were cooking with a week of practice. We were cooking with a week of practice. Ooh, it's gonna be real quiet, isn't it? It's your whole team. Yeah, so this was the new Talon with all the Thai guys on it. We don't have EWC Twitch VOD. Nope. These games were not broadcast. These games were not broadcast. Okay. So we basically just run the pistol that we just ran. Because there was no VODs, so we didn't have to change our pistol. So we just ran the same pistol again. But a little bit, one thing for sure was that Talon was one of the hardest pistol teams to play. I feel like a lot of their players were really good with pistols. Primi was always so scary on pistol rounds. And I wouldn't be surprised if we lose this. Okay. Post plant 2v3. Imitate the sounds. That's definitely not going to happen. Poppy. Wait, does Poppy clutch this? Oh, Poppy. Okay. The clutch god. Big clutch from Poppy. We get the pistol. We go into our anti-eco. Same type of thing. Derek contacting with the scope. Gets a pick. Playing passive. Your throw rate was really high. Unlucky. I know what that's like. All right, they're kind of just running it down at us, so we get a nice clean anti-eco. Gonna give Derek the spike. Get the plant. We go up to 0. Thank you very much, Poppy, for the clutch. Any of the gun and step sounds? Absolutely not. Get a pick on Cruz. Ooh, I remember this. So we talked about playing against Double Sentinel. What you want to do against Double Sentinel is you don't want to go through the choke point on A. You almost always want to go through Heaven because you get to avoid almost all of their utility at that point. So I think we're going to probably try and force it through this choke and get owned here, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. Maybe we do that on a different round. Wait, did we really go pistol, anti-eco bonus, both maps? Looks like we did. Okay, one on the flank. We just need to hit together. Good. And they're going to save. All right. Starting off super nice. 3-0. They've got one saved rifle. Again, this is literally just like the same script that we ran against T1. We have Derek with the Outlaw being set up on the line. Contacting up. Camera in middle. Derek has so much space here. Is he going to call us back? Not sure. I think he probably should be calling us back here. We're going to try and clear out wine. And then, yeah, rotate to B. Okay, I think this is a good call. Good mid-round so far. A little bit slow. We're a little bit slow to do this. We probably should have been here maybe like 10 seconds earlier. But we're in a pretty good spot because we've got A main control. Udo entries. There's definitely somebody on site. Yeah, they're bunkered here with Deadlock util. But good push. Derek gets 3. Okay. Yeah, I remember I remember during these qualifiers, Derek had an insane qualifier. I feel like he like top fragged or was close to top fragging on almost every single map that we played. Okay, 4-0 start. Expecting maybe an operator to come out. Okay. There is the op, but 3 people middle. We get the opening pick. Does get traded. We know operators towards A. I can't turn on the game background music or anything. This is just from my stream, and this has player audio, so I can't expose the comms. If you're bored, turn on some music of your own. Actually, here, I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you. How about some nature ASMR? Walking through a forest in a thunderstorm. That better for your ADD brain? Okay, weird ult from Derek, but we already have sight control, so it's probably fine. Ooh, oh yeah, we don't have a smoke, that's right, because Poppy got picked off early. So this round kind of falls apart because we don't have smokes to get through here. Yeoman goes for the clutch, knows where both players are, which is pretty good. Ooh, viewers are dropping like crazy as soon as I turn on the ASMR. It's funny. All right. So we know we have to worry about the operator. We smoke, we drone. This is much better than it was against T1. We use both smokes very early, so this might be a problem when we try to actually hit, but as long as we play a little bit more for the mid round, we will have smokes back up. We clear out market. Push mid. 5-person hit through cat I don't love. Okay, Poppy's gonna go rewrap to A main. We pop the KO ult. And we're going heaven. Poppy gets the counter push. Okay, we know the op is here. This is a very nice entry, actually. This round is really good. As long as we don't troll. Oh wait, we're trolling. Okay, 1v1. Crystal versus Thigh. Crystal versus Thigh. Who's gonna win it? Oop, it's Kahlua, not Thigh. Okay. Well, I don't remember. I think we win this one 13-10, but I don't remember exactly how it went. I think we had a pretty solid attack half overall. Jinxing a replay is crazy. Yeah, my bad. My bad, dude. Oh yeah, I remember getting comboed on this. I remember getting comboed. I think we get comboed maybe twice on this half. It was really, really hard for us to take A main because of the deadlock and the omen, I remember. I think we start exploring mid a bit more as an adjustment. Okay, 2 on A site, Primi and main. Yeoman spams. Freeze Udaton. Okay, pretty good defense from Talon. We call it timeout? We do call it timeout. Okay, what's the adjustment? Let's try not to go A main too much. We're going to try and burst B. Push out middle. Try and burst B. Should be expecting an operator middle because we just... Yeah. Okay, so we have the read here. We knife this to see whether there's an op on cat. There's no op on cat, which means the op is like 90% going to be here and maybe like 10% going to be B main. So we go smoke, flash, peek, but the timing is a little bit off because we only have 7 days of practice. And so Yudo gets picked. He might even have died flash, to be honest. Yeah, not sure. Oh yeah, and I remember this. Cruz kept swinging out here and killing us when we would go middle. This was driving me fucking crazy. Like, we would try and kill this guy, and the Cruz would just swing out here and kill 2 people, and nobody was watching cat. I was going nuts watching us die to the same play like multiple times in a row. I think one of the adjustments that we started doing was we would knife here, smoke this, and then pop flash through. We'll see if we do that. But yeah, we're getting farmed by the operator right now. Okay. Again, Derek having a very good game. We start out 4-0, and then we go down to 4-4. So yeah, back to mid control. We use both pieces of recon utility in middle, which is good. We smoke off cat. So just really denying the operator. So whoever was asking about the who's asking about like the protocols to beat the operator, this is like another good way. So we're smoking off one of the main angles that the op would be on, which is here, and then we're using both the dart and the knife to clear this whole area. So it's like, on one hand, yeah, it kind of sucks to not have the knife and the recon to maybe try and speed up if we wanted to hit a site. But at the same time, using both of them is much better than losing a player. So sometimes you have to just like be a little bit more willing to use your util that you would like to save if it means that you don't lose a player. Because losing a player is much worse than not having a piece of utility. Okay, it looks like we're trying to speed up into B. Crystal gets a pick. Yeah, they kept bunkering backside here too. So they've got Omen and Cypher here, I believe, or Omen and Deadlock here. Maybe Omen Cypher, I think. And we just, this is actually kind of a nice little adaptation from us, except, yeah, this is nice. So we get the opening pick with Crystal's ult, and then instead of just kind of blindly diving into backside, where we know the Omen probably teleported, so there's probably 2 bunkered in backside, we end up just freezing, using the Killjoy ult in front sight to kind of like chase these guys out, and then we all just hold for this. Am I in discussion with any org for coaching? No. I don't have any offers currently. Yeah, so this was really nice. Now we just have to make sure we don't get timing by Primi. We detained, I think we detained everybody though, so we had time. I think we might still lose this though, I can't remember. Ooh, no, a little double swing, okay. Yudo gets the operator up. Ooh, what a nice pick. Yudo love doing these types of plays. The pre-round updraft, this is like the Osboss special. Pre-round updraft, float to the spot. He does this on Abyss quite a bit also. And then just a quick pick from an unexpected angle. Really nice. Really nice play from Yudo. Gotta say, watching all these VODs is making me want to coach. It's making me want to coach again. Okay. They're really fighting us in A main here. CNED? Yeah, maybe it was a CNED play. Okay, we got to be expecting them cat here. I was going to say, yeah, somebody's going to peek from cat for sure. For now, we'll just contact. Probably should just pop the knives and go, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just pop his knives here. Scaling into sight. Okay. Oh my god, Talon was so annoying with this bunkering. The way that they bunkered in backside here was so strong. It was constantly giving us problems. Trying to dig fucking Jit boys out of backside was so annoying. Wait, Chet got banned because he streamed old VOD. No. What Chet streamed was the Riot official content that they record during the matches that has all of the player cams here with the player comms. This is not a Riot event. This is EWC, and this was streamed by us because there was no official stream. So it's completely different than what Chet got banned for. I did not get this from Riot. This is just our own personal stream of the match. And the reason it's muted is just because I don't want to leak my former players' comms. Okay, again, we scale through heaven against the double sentinel. It works out very well. Get the site for free. We're going on a flank. Hour means you guys are gonna have to stop. I'm not in GE. Notice I said former players. Pay attention, guys. Or are we trolling? We might be trolling. We're in a 4v1. Oh god, are we trolling? Come on, Poppy. Okay, thank god. We almost trolled. We almost trolled. Alright, we get 6 on attack. Do we get 7? We got 7 against T1. Do we get 6 here? Derek with the pick. That's good. Was Crystal a good leader outside of the game? Crystal, I mean, he's pretty young. He's like 22. He was not like a super forceful leader. He was just like he just grinded a lot. So he would like make people play ranked with him and stuff. I wouldn't say that he was like a super strong like leader of people. He's a good strategist and he's, you know, very motivated. And he definitely, like, I worked with him a bit to kind of, like, I asked him going into stage 2, I was like, I kind of need you to step up as a leader of people to some extent. You know, look for opportunities where you can kind of like, holy shit, Poppy. I basically encouraged him and kind of like asked him to be a bit more of like a leader of people as the IGL, and he did that, which I appreciated. That was a sick spray transfer from Poppy. 5-7, 7-5 rather. Okay. I'm gonna leak comms for 1 second, just because I want to hear the pop off.
Could be out, hold on. Not up.
Holding it.
I don't have bullet.
On market.
One enemy remaining.
All right, that's all you guys get. That's all you guys get. That's all you guys get. All right, 7-5 half looks good. We need a pistol to really feel secure. Again, same pistol that we just ran. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so Talon with the deadlock, they were definitely kind of owning us at the beginning of this attack half. They kept coming up middle and then doing a deadlock wall here and splitting into B and cutting off our A players. I think they might win like 4 rounds in a row or something like that here. Good aggro push. We know that they're coming in through market. We've got... Okay, I was going to say, surely we're not going to send 5 people through B main. That would be crazy. Five v 3. Maybe we do win this. Ooh, nope. Remy gets 2. 3v2. We know where both are. Derek scales turrets. Pushing up. Uh-oh. Okay. Wait, very nice. We handled it. We handled it. Okay, I think it's maybe later on that we start losing some of the rounds. Alright, we get a pistol. They're coming A. Yeoman needs help. Oh shit, run away. Crystal drones, checks middle. Basically the same setup that we had last time on anti-eco against T1. Will I join GE if they offer me after kickoff as AC? Why would they do that? Why would they play kickoff and then offer me AC? Holy shit, Derek gets through with the stinger again, just like T1. We're watching a simulation. It's the same round over and over and over. What's my opinion on older players? I think every team should have at least 1 or 2 old players on it. Do I think unlike CS players in Valorant start dropping in level? I don't personally. I think you might not have like a. I don't think you're necessarily going to see like a 30-year-old neon player, but I definitely think that having a 30-year-old Sova is probably pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think players as they get older probably start to appreciate the importance of supportive utility and the strategic side of the game a bit more. And so you let the young players play the neons and the cloves and the waylays and stuff like that. And then if you're older, you play the breach, you play the KO, you learn all the lineups, because that way, you know what? If your mechanics aren't that great, it's fine. I really do think that having like a mix of ages is good though, because like I think if everybody is young, then you don't necessarily have somebody to mentor them in the game, and if you have too many old people, then you probably are going to be a little bit behind mechanically. Darion, put you on Sentinel, please. I mean, we got you on Sentinel, bro. Do you remember these EWC quals? You were cooking, bro. You were cooking. You're definitely not the young neon player. You're probably too old to play neon, to be honest. So why do you think people have the perception that older players are worse overall than newer players? Because people in esports are dumb. Most esports people have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Also, people value mechanics in this game way too highly. People think that mechanics are everything in this game. Like, yeah, okay, you can shoot, but can you speak to your teammates? Can you think about the game at any level other than just like holding W and running it down? Yeah, Derek, I'm watching these games and legit, like, the coordination that we had on our A site hits was insane against T1. Like, the way that we were scaling Yeoman's utility, Crystal's utility, everybody scaling together, it was fucking crazy. I remember watching these and be like, wait, we literally have like a week of practice. How are we this coordinated right now? Poppy was clutching, you were getting insane amount of picks on the anti-ecos. Like, we played so fucking well in these quals, actually. Okay. Talon's going to win this. We don't bonus them. All good. We get out the operator for Yudo. I told you, Yudoton's the Korean Slayer. He's 4-11 against the Thais. He was like 27-12 against the Koreans. Darion top fragging. Oh yeah, we busted out the EG Odin play. I'm pretty sure this works. Actually, maybe not, because they have a Cypher, so the Cypher cam is going to make this not work. Also, Derek looks incredibly uncomfortable with the Odin. He ain't no Brock, that's for sure. But our aggro in middle makes them speed up into A, into the operator, which is good. They haven't planted yet. Oh, yeah. We're definitely going B here. I think. I'm pretty sure we lose this round. Pretty sure we lose this round. Can't wait for the Odin nerf. I mean, who knows? Who knows when that will happen? Right now, there's only a few people that are good with the Odin, so there's really no reason for them to nerf it. No, Yeoman, save him. Damn. Talon played that really well. That was actually really sick from Talon. Okay, 9-7. 9-7. 6-7. We go for an aggro A, just 5-person A stack, because we're on an eco. Got turret to watch middle. We're just full gambling. And we're just going to triple push this, I think. Yeah, triple push. These guys will rotate over here late. Sliggy said that someone abuses Odin at champs one time. Devs was like, no. I'm sure the devs noticed, but they're definitely not going to just nerf it because one person's good with the gun. Well, Hrishi, you got to tell these guys to get on the same page. Eco buy. Instead of doing the same thing over and over that's not working, switch it up. Okay, we lose the eco. It's going to be 9-8. All good. We've got the Killjoy ult. Looks like we're going to call a timeout here. Don't want to lose the lead. Don't want to lose too much momentum. Can we hear the timeout? Let's see.
Aggro.
I open it. So,
Hello. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Okay, good. Listen, guys, we need to speed up our decision making. We're playing like 20 seconds behind them right now. Stop being afraid, okay? Don't look at the score. This game doesn't matter. It's just another scrim. What I want you to do, I want you to continue owning the mains, okay? But when we own the mains, remember, we can hold the mains very easily. It's very hard for them to push us back out of the mains, okay? So let's play wine. Let's play like when we get Poppy inserted wine. Let's have Yeoman play in the door, peeking cat. Let's start reacting to what they're doing much earlier. We're taking.
All right, no more leaks. No more leaks. I sounded like I had a cold. Okay, we get the wine insert. We get Udaton opping middle. Ooh, they actually cleared it out. Okay, nice trade by Yeoman. Making sure that we're controlling the mains like I asked for. Run away, Yudo! Run away, Yudo! Okay, Derek gets picked. Yeoman pushes all the way out. So this is really good position for him. We don't have a ton of mid info. Okay, now we do. They split us on cat? What's going on here? Ooh, probably a bit too aggressive, honestly. They're up cat already. Yudo. Yudo can't move. Okay, Crystal. Okay, Yudo. Wait. Ooh. Gets picked when he stands up for the drone. Unlucky. Silent drop from Yudo. Oop, no, never mind. Gives up the position. Okay. I think Yudo might win this, actually. Where the fuck is Jit Boys? Oh, get shit on, kid! Get shit on, kid! Holy shit, he's back. Alright, we'll listen to the cons for this.
Nice!
At least they tried.
Let's go. Where did I find the VOD for this reaction? I mean, this is I streamed this, so this is my VOD of the game. Okay, Talon calls a timeout. We've got 4 ults to work with. Getting pushed up in B main. We give up A probably too easily. Why did Crystal keep using the operator? Because Crystal is good with the op too. And also, sometimes it's good to not have like just your main op agent use the op because it makes it confusing for the other team. Like, why is there a fade with an outlaw? Oh shit. You know? Adding the element of surprise is really good sometimes. What's my opinion on Autumn being on the main roster? I mean, I don't know anything about him as a player. I think he's skilled. I don't know anything about him as a player. I wasn't involved in recruiting him or anything like that. I think having skilled players on your team is good. Do you think GE can sign Demon 1? That's super random, and no, I don't think that would work. Okay. The Observer is shit. Why is he not catching any of these kills? Come on, Observer. Do a better job. Nice. Good push up from Darion. 11-8. We are cooking them. We are cooking them. Seven days of practice. Holy shit, they double ult us. NT, good trade. Push behind, ult. Okay, they have to go CT. Poppy just needs to play his life. Are they stuck? What's happening? Crystal ult CT. We're going in. We're going for the spike defuse. We're sticking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, nice try. Wait, it's halved. Wait, it's halved. Oh, shit. If I were the coach of GE, would I make Harbor comps? Yes. When they told you that they were looking for a new coach. I mean, it was kind of communicated to me fairly early on that they were like looking at other people, but they were also still considering me. So I was like, I knew that they were looking at other people, but I also knew that there was still a chance that I could be coach. So I was aware that I wasn't necessarily going to come back fairly early on, but I was still hoping that I was going to. Okay, aggro push A. Get a lot of space here. Deposit Poppy on the line. Knife for middle clear. Okay, they have to basically be here and here. We've got tons of space. We've got a really good stack. Oh, Udo. Oh, Udo. Oh, God. Okay, we get 2. Derek gets diffed by Primi. Come on, Derek. Okay, repositioning, checking CT. 3 players got to go through the market smoke. Ooh, it's gonna be tough with this this stupid trip. This trip. Come on, Yudo, figure it out. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Why didn't I try to be the AC? I offered. They just wanted somebody else. Which I don't mind. I mean, if I'm coming in as a new head coach, I probably don't want the previous team's assistant coach, to be honest. I feel like that would maybe complicate things with the relationships with the players. I have no idea what the roster is going to be, and like I said, I'm not going to speculate on what roster I would have made. I don't think that's very helpful. Okay, we go for the Odin play again. Again, the Odin play is good, but it's not good against the double Senti. The reason it's not good against double Senti is because double Senti usually defaults a cam here, so they're not going to have somebody coming into this area. This play is only good against teams that want to be coming tiles and going into middle a decent amount of the time, or like a Killjoy that's coming to put a turret on top of this. But against the Cypher, this play basically will never work. So this was something that like we hadn't really talked about it because we hadn't scrimmed against double Senti at all. So this was just like a play that we ran in scrims, and so we're just calling it kind of like as part of like the general script of the game, but it doesn't make any sense to call this play against this comp, but that's okay. But Platoon is AC with Frost. Yeah, I mean, I told GE that they should keep Platoon no matter what. I thought he was really good. Okay, we're kind of in a weird spot. We don't have a ton of info. We know they're not here, but we don't really know anything else about the round. So we're playing Udo in kind of like a weird off angle, peeking off the turret contact potentially. We've got an Odin, triple stack B. Nothing for market. We're kind of spotting market, but we definitely have a gap in middle. Ooh, they burst on Derek. Udo gets 1, gets out, 10 HP. It's going to be tough. Can he break it in time? Okay, nice. Crystal with the spam. Scaling out. Crystal gets the spam. Okay, great scaling. Good retake so far. Nice trade by Udo. All right, let's go. Udo gets 4. 12 to 10. 12 to 10. In VCT 2026 season, which duelist do I think will be the best pick after the new updates? I mean, it's still Yoru and Waylay. Do I think Durka should switch roles this year? I have no idea what he would play, so probably not. Regarding comms, do I think the team was good mid? Who do I think? Okay, so I think our comms were good sometimes. But we were not consistently good with our communication. I think probably the best communicators on the team were probably Crystal and Darion. Yudo's a little bit quiet. Poppy's a little bit quiet. Yeoman is good, but also a little bit inconsistent comms-wise. And Ban is very vocal. Sometimes has a good read, other times does not have a good read. I think Darion is probably the best communicator on the team, to be honest. Okay, aggro B. Kind of like this. We hadn't really gone aggro at any point on B yet this half. So we take all B space. Ooh, they're re-clearing though. Wait, are they splitting middle? Yeah, they are splitting middle. Okay. Oh, shit. The trades are crazy. Chaotic ass round. What's happening? We have Spike down. Poppy has no bullets. Goes for the reload. Ooh, Jit boys. Our nemesis. Uh-oh. Crystal. Gets one spam. Repositions to market. Holy shit. All right, we can hear comms for this.
I'm holding lane.
I don't know
I
where.
need to reload.
The bomb is dropped. We need to play
Could be
like...
market,
I
okay? Could be
I
market,
need to-
okay?
I know
He's coming, he's
exactly.
coming.
Last
You can
player
fight.
standing.
Market.
Here and here on my pick.
One enemy
Now,
remaining.
my ult is ready.
Nice. All right, cool. So we're 2-0 now. We're 2-0, and then we go play Paper X. Paper X is our next opponent. We had like a 5-minute break. We go play Paper X. Paper X wanted to play us on Icebox. So this will be an Icebox map. And our pre-round talk was basically just like, they're going to run at us. They're going to run and fight us. So just be ready. Be ready for them to push us. Be ready for them to always bring a bunch of people to the fights. You guys are just going to have to fight them back. And we just went with the default comp because, again, you can see kind of a theme, right? The maps that I picked, did we get cooked by Paper X? We got kind of cooked by Paper X. The maps that we picked, we had a Jet, we had a Sova, we had a Killjoy, and we had a KO. So these were just like very comfortable agents for everybody. We didn't have to switch up what we were doing role-wise at all between the maps. It was just the same agents over and over and over, basically. Because remember, we're on 7 days of practice, 8 days of practice as a team. Okay, here's our mid pistol. This was one of my favorite pistols. I cooked this pistol when Icebox first came back into the pool. It's a mid split fake into just an A contact walk. And I gotta say, I think the win rate with this pistol was probably like 75% when we ran this. So it's like we're doing the B split, or just like the mid to B super fast push with the wall, the dart, the dash, makes people rotate like this and run here to try and fight, and then you just walk up and take A. And this shit worked all the fucking time. It might not work against Paper X though, because I think they just come back and refight Yudo. And yeah, we're a little bit slow here. A little bit slow to go A, but I think we might get on the site for free. But yeah, usually what would happen is he would just sit here somebody would walk up, we'd kill this person here, and then he would get a pick when they would forget about the mid player. Holy shit, we just killed everybody. We just killed everybody. What the hell? Derek with 3 kills on the pistol. What a surprise. He's popping off. Okay, nice job. Now we just need to make sure we don't get ecoed. Nice. Insta-pick. Contact up. Check everything close. Get rid of the mollies if there are any. Okay, they're pushing behind us. Now we just go out and we plant the spike. Would I say that Udaton is among the top 5 players in Pacific? I think skill-wise, he has the potential to be one of the best players for sure. It just kind of matters whether you get him on the right system with the right team. He's very, very talented, though. Okay. Little A default. Apex, super aggressive, fighting us. Somehow Jing kills 2 people, doesn't get traded. Yeah, they're just brawling us at A. Brawling us at A. Oh, tagged. Spammed. That's a good point. Well, thank you for reminding me. You can go back and type in the stuff, but I'm just going to go ahead and make those VODs private now. So unlucky for you. But thank you for reminding me. I always forget that there's people who just want to circumvent the rules. All right, let me go back to May. Let's make that private. Make this private. Make this private. This private. Perfect. All right. We go into the next round. Going B. Our general plan basically on this, I'll just tell you what my game plan was, is like slam B as much as possible. Against eco rounds, we can play a little bit more default, but we just want to hit B like over and over and over, essentially. You are crazy. I did not get re-signed as a head coach for any team. Okay, they're killing us B. Our game plan is not working. They had 4 people there. One thing about PaperX is they will basically just instantly flood to wherever the fight is. So if there's a fight middle, there's going to be 4 or 5 people fighting you mid in the next like 5 seconds. If there's a fight A, there will be 4 people at A. If there's a fight B, there will be at least 4 people there within like 5 to 10 seconds. with the aggro push. They're so aggro. Okay, what are you doing, Jing? I mean, they're just so aggro. They're just fighting us constantly. They're just pushing everything, man. Why do I think Derek is not on the main roster? I mean, is he not on the main roster? I don't know what's happening on the team. He was not on our main roster last year because he was our sub initially, and then he was unable to play with us at the beginning of the season for some personal reasons. So we just went ahead with Ban and Yeoman. These fucking guys just swinging everything. We're definitely a lot less clean on this map than we were on Ascent. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. And the pace of play was totally different than it was against Talon or T1. Going from that T1 game, or the Talon game, where they were playing double Senti and super slow defaulty on attack, to PaperX, who's literally just showing up and fighting us no matter where we are, was just a totally different experience. Okay, we call a timeout. Just like, yo guys, they're just pushing us. Let's just try to be together as much as possible. Fight them together. Don't be afraid. It is what it is. Another bro. Just fucking fighting us everywhere, man. Just fighting us everywhere. Alright, where the hell is this Viper? Oh, he's flanking. Swing this guy. Swing this guy. Oh, okay, 2v5. So yeah, we're kind of getting owned. I don't know. This was a hard one. There was not a whole lot we could do here. we just needed to win some fights, to be honest. We need to win some fights. We're on Icebox, an aim map against a team that just wants to fight. Okay, they stall us out at B. We decide to go back to A. I don't know about this call. We've got Killjoy locked down. Probably should just have used that and hit B. Certainly need to go a bit faster if we're going to make this rotation. Okay, we're going to lock down here, I assume. Yep, there we go. We're the best mechanical players according to me. I think that Hyunmin is probably my #1 player in Pacific mechanically. Oh, Yudo gets one. Oh, they're fighting us. They're just dueling us. They're fighting us. Where's Devi? Where is this guy? There he is. Okay, nice. We get ourselves around. Now we're going B. We're hitting B again. We know there's an op. Drone gets broken. Our scaling is not great. Oh my god, I remember this round. Okay. I want you guys to pay attention to the timing here. So something is going to get spotted here at like 137. Just watch how fast he is on this rotate. Boom. Okay. We see something. We decide, you know what? Let's not go into the operator. We knife out run to A. We get droned. And he's already fucking here. How is he here? How is this guy here already? How is he already on this line? That is an unbelievably fast rotation. My views on Xavi 8K as a player. I mean, I think he seems pretty good. I kind of wanted him for the roster in 2025 after tryouts. We're getting cooked. All right. 3-6. Not looking too hot for us at the moment. We go for our mid deposit play. Nice pick by Udaton. Oh, they're fighting. They're bringing numbers. They're fighting. They're fighting. They're still fighting. They're paper Rexing. Mind Freak is pushed all the way up. Something is fighting us. They're just pushing everything. Every single one of these fights, there's just 5 people there. Okay, we're going to go for B. Nice pick by Darion. Gonna speed up here. They play Anti-Plant with the Viper Orb and Molly. Get Udaton the operator. They reactive pit to stop us from planting. Okay. What's the plan here? Are we gonna try and push through and take backside? We're gonna rotate back to A. What's the plan here, guys? Okay, Devi's fighting outside of the pit for some reason. Mind Freak is fighting outside of the pit. Okay, we Killjoy lockdown. We pit of our own. Go for the plant. Yeoman gets a kill. Nice. Oh, we're being flanked. Nice. Okay, 4-7. Honestly, not too bad. We're kind of getting owned still. It is Icebox attack. We should probably have like 7 rounds, but doing all right. One thing I want to ask, like APAC teams and EMEA all year long so good, and then Americas take the champs. Why? Because the game is rigged, and America is the only team that's allowed to win. It's in the contracts for the VCT, right? It says that Americas is only allowed to win. Okay, reactive Killjoy lockdown by Devi, and he's fighting in front of it. Crazy stuff. Gets the Hunter's Fury out. 4v4 post plant. Here comes the flank from behind. Okay, 2 people. Nice. Good trade. Ooh. Okay, we've got a Jet behind us. Sova in front. Got to deal with this guy behind. Very annoying. And Yeoman clutch. It's 1. Mollies. Ooh, close. Okay, 4-8. Not the best half for us. Do I think G can win? Bro, I mean, you're asking a bunch of questions that I have no answer to, man. I'm not in the team. I have no insight on whether the team is good. I don't even know who the starting 5 is. I have no idea how Frost is going to run the team. Maybe they'll be good. Maybe they won't be. Asking questions like this is like, do you believe that the color blue is a good color? Sure. I mean, yeah, I like blue. Just have some patience. Wait and see. Wait and see, guys. They've got good players. Will they be good? I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, Forsaken is cooking us. The Paper X Pistol Demons. Okay, nice job, Yudo. They're winning Santiago? All right, cool. I hope they do. They're just going back and forth. Okay, Crystal. 1v2. Gets one. Where's the vibe? Back yellow. Okay, he's just fighting. Crystal gets tagged. Holy shit, what a clutch.
Half HP.
Oh,
Bro! Booyah!
Fucking yeoman. Look at this. Look at this kid. 18 and 9. Top frag. All right, we got a good start. Maybe we can come back here. Opening pick goes to Uton. Poppy alone with some support from Derek. Got to be careful of some big aggro play maybe. Or just random aggro walks. Coming out B, looks like. Okay, Derek gets another 2. He's got 20 kills on the map now. Very nice anti-eco from us. 6 to 8. If we can get this round, we're in good shape. Fighting A. Aggro. Ooh, the flash is a little bit off. Uh-oh, Yudo's in trouble. Oh, God. They're running us down. Oh, shit. They're running us down. Okay, 6 to 9. We get the operator up. Ooh, but it's no armor op. All right. Eco management was a little bit off, maybe. Omen flash is too good. Gobs, wait till I tell you about this new agent Harbor that has an Omen flash that covers the entire map. It's pretty good. Ooh, nobody covering his lower? That's tough. Like Jing did the teleport across to here, then peeked out. Yeah, we're definitely a bit sloppy on this map. Definitely not enough scrims to be playing this one against Paper X, that's for sure. We're getting picked. We're losing fights where we have numbers. We're losing fights where we don't have numbers. Have I experienced planning to do a set play after calling a timeout and then it got antied the very next round? I mean, not antied, but sometimes teams will just call something that completely invalidates what you call. Or sometimes you'll call a play and then your players will just totally forget what you asked them to do, and then they'll just do something different, and then it will also not work. That happens probably more often than it should. Something I definitely had to learn between stage 1 and stage 2 is like, simplify your timeouts. Trying to say too much in a timeout is always a bad thing. Okay, they're hitting us A. We get 2. They're just full committing A. Nice, we're winning our duels. Good shit. Viper's saving. Okay, 7 to 10. Oh, Yudo. Yudo missing the glide. Have I ever raged on the team? Yes, I have. Can coaches speak during the halftime? Yes. All right. 3v4. They're hitting the A side. It looks like maybe. Ooh, when we do this, maybe they pivot back to B here. Nope, they plant. Okay. They plant. Poppy is going to try and stick. Not going to work. They're going to Sova ult. Derek trying to push up. Gets the trade. Got to tap again. Ooh, nice try. Okay, they're a little bit too fast. They had the rewrap on us already. 7 to 11. Gonna go for some aggro. It looks like we're trying to do... Yeah, we're just aggroing here. Nice pick by Yudo. Really nice pick. Okay. 5v3. 5v2. 5v2. They're going B. Derek just needs to play his life. Just hold the space. We will flood to him. Okay, there's one in middle. There's one on B long. Five v one. Oh, geez. Wait, do we lose this round? No. Okay. 8 to 11. Gonna say, there's no way we lose this round, right? Again, aggroing A. Ooh, don't shoot the dart. That's not good. There's gonna be like 3 or 4 here. Ooh, take the duel against Jing. He wins it. That's tough. Double pushing middle. Okay, we know they're coming A. They have to be coming A. Holy shit, how does Crystal not kill anybody there? There's no way. There's no way, bro. There's no way we didn't kill any there. What was my role as assistant coach in GE? I mean, assisting the team. Did a bunch of stuff. I made strats, I anteed, helped run practice, took out the trash, you know, a variety of things. All right, 8 to 12. Good pick from Udaton. Ooh, the timing is rough on Crystal. Ooh, the timing is rough. We lose 2 people in middle. 3v3. Have KO ult. They have Sova ult. They're probably going to go to Darion here. They know the operator's A. Yeoman going to push forward to try and take some space. Got to watch out for middle. Derek is definitely in trouble. He's going to get wrapped from 2 directions here. No Viper utility to help him. There's definitely somebody in middle. Yep. Devi's lurking middle. Catches Udaton. Darion goes down. And we lose. Okay. So we lose. The reality is this one didn't really matter that much. What ended up happening is this was like for first and second seed. So we ended up losing, and then we had a day break. So we ended up getting second seed. We had the next day we played against, no, sorry, we had a day break because PaperX played Secret, and then the next day we played DRX. So we had 1 day of practice, and in that day of practice, we had to add 2 more maps to our map pool because we had 4 maps going into this, right? We had Ascent, Icebox, Split, and Pearl, and we had no scrims on the other 3 maps. So in that 1 day, we played a couple of Sunset scrims, and I think a Haven scrim, and that was it. And we were just going to permaban Abyss. So we have to go into this match now. We get 2-0'd by DRX, but we'll go ahead and watch it just because why not? So we'll go ahead and watch the DRX game, and you guys will get to see our Sunset comp that I don't think we ever ran. There was a Sunset comp that I was trying out that I thought was kind of interesting. I don't think it was optimal. I also don't think we played it particularly well, but it had some interesting ideas that you guys will get to see that probably will never ever get seen by at any other point. Okay, so we're just playing standard comp on Haven again, just because we literally had 1 scrim on this map. It was kind of unfortunate playing against DRX that we didn't get to play Ascent, Pearl, Split, or Icebox, all maps that we had tried and you know actually come up with some stuff on. We ended up playing them on the 2 maps that we had 1 day of practice on. So here we go. Playing against DRX. Playing against Neon Double Sentinel. Interesting comp. Again, I can't do the audio just because it has player comms, so I don't want to leak those. Get our opening pick. Fully give up the C site. Not sure about this, but I don't hear what the comms are, so maybe we had good reads that they're coming here. Nice shock dart kill by Crystal. 5v3 for the retake. Another shock dart kill by Crystal. And we're in. And we're winning. Boom. Pistol victory. Nice job. I honestly don't remember. I think actually. Okay. So one thing I will say is I think if we had had like another 2 or 3 days of scrims, I think we would win this series. Because we get pretty close to winning Haven. And I don't remember what the third map was, but I think it was... What was the third map? I think it might have been Ascent or Pearl. No, it definitely wasn't Pearl. Ascent, maybe Split. I think we could have won this series if we had just had a couple more days of scrims. But I don't remember exactly how we lose this. Oh gosh. They're running it down, A. Yeoman gets 3. Okay, not the best smoke. Okay, Yeoman gets the ace. Holy shit. What a G. Alright, let's listen to the comms.
Nice. 3v2 guys, 3v2. Can you smoke for me? Anywhere.
It's a shit smoke.
Nothing me, nothing me,
One
nothing
enemy
me.
remaining.
Kill long. Kill on long.
I go flank, I go flank.
Sick. Okay. Oh yeah. So the other thing that I was gonna say is, right, we're playing this tournament with, you know, like I said, like 7 to 10 days of practice. More like 7 or 8 days of practice. We were like, there's no chance we're qualifying, and now we're in playoffs. And if we win this, then we have to just beat Paper X, and then we can qualify. Very hard for us to qualify, but we're definitely like being told by management, like, we would really like for you guys to qualify so that we can have some good results. And I was like, you guys are, you know, we'll do our best, but we are not gonna win this very likely, but we'll do our best. There's no reason that we should be able to qualify for this, given how much time we've had versus the teams that we're playing, but we will do our best. Okay, so we push heavy behind. Ooh, okay, Mako. Is Mako going to cook us? I think Mako might be cooking us here. No, we trade him out. Okay, 3v3. 3v3. Pushing behind heavy. Nice shot by Crystal. Good shot by Poppy. He's dinked. Trying to run him down. Use the ult. Okay, Derek gets 2. Okay. Okay, we get the bonus. DRX calls it timeout? No? Never mind. Damn, we bonused them and we still lost this map? That's crazy. Get Udaton on the angle with the outlaw. They're coming B. Yeah, they're coming B. Ooh, I think they might go B here a bunch, and we just like don't have an answer to them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I remember this. I'm pretty sure they constantly were doing the wall double teleport to back gong, and we just did not have good B retake protocols. Like we just kept getting destroyed by Mako and backsite, and just giving up B control. Okay, we get in. We have time. We're gonna get spammed. Oh, Poppy with the clutch. Hold on. Hold on.
Tommy,
One enemy remaining.
we have Tommy one.
Cover going out.
I smoke, I smoke.
I'll be, I guess.
Last player standing.
Nice! Like,
All right, let's go. Oh. Or 0. How do we lose this map? How do we lose this map? Okay. No info. Are they contacting A? They're either splitting C through garage or they're contacting A now. I think. They push Crystal off the A line. He goes back to short to check. As recon. Needs to recon A long. Needs to recon A long so we know what's going on. Okay, here's the recon A long. Gets shot. We need to shift one person over. Okay, maybe they can hit B now, actually. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Nice try by Crystal. This is a nice round by DRX. They did a good job of denying us info, getting really deep on A, hitting A, and also having a lurk activated on B. We were probably a little bit too passive with our B players, and we didn't really take any space C either, so we just didn't have enough info on that round. You can feel the specific pain in those words. Yeah, it's something that you can only really understand as a coach. It's like, wait, how do we lose this game? I feel like we were doing all the right things. Okay, 4-person A fight. We should definitely not be pushing here until they contact somewhere else. Okay, they're going B. Now we push out. Drone window, clear all this. I think there might be somebody just in spawn. Nope, okay. Estrella kills Udo. Did they shift to C? I think they did. I think they went B to C here. Maybe not, though. No, never mind. They planted B. Okay. We ult. We double ult. We get in. Ooh, we don't fully clear. Oh, shit. Crystal just killed Yeoman. Oh, it's all falling apart. Okay, they're all stunned. We fully clear the site. Derek lazily clears back Gong and gets one-tapped by a stunned player. Then, Crystal kills Yeoman as he gets spammed from the players in A-Link. Oh, shit. We are in trouble now. It's a disaster. It's a disaster, guys. Crystal goes to save. 4-2. It's okay. We're still doing fine. But our B has shown weakness. So we put 3 people B. We're playing 1-3-1. Darion goes exploring C, dies. Now we're in trouble. Do we go C quickly and open up the rest of the map? Or do we try and hold and let them maybe go C for free? They go C. In the coach's booth, do you only see your players? Yes. That'd be crazy if you could see the opponent's POV. That'd be way too much information. Okay, impossible to win. Crystal goes down. No. You cannot see the other team's POV as a coach. You get exactly this view. You're just an observer in the game on your team's side. And then you also have a second monitor over here that has each player's individual POV and their player cam below it. So this is what the setup looks like. You have 2 monitors. Did I enjoy my time with the team? Yes, I really enjoyed coaching. It was super fun. Very, 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 very stressful, but also super fun. Okay, Crystal battling for long gets the first pick. Yeoman covering his short. Flashes. Clears. Falls out. Like they're coming A. Yep. Crystal's in trouble. Okay, no help. Ooh, we're in trouble now. Yep. Feels like we're not really reading the game correctly at this point. They're finding a lot of gaps. They're getting the opening picks. We call it timeout. I don't know what we said. We're not going to listen to it. And they're back to a fast B hit. You can see the Mako teleport. We just missed it on the screen here. But yeah, this execute was owning us. So they go in, backside dart, Mako teleports, boom here, and then he boom teleports to backside. Yunmin scales like this. Dart for the back wall. It's a nice execute. Nice execute from DRX. Spike planted B. Okay, Derek finds 1. Get out. On the site, kind of. Ooh, Bane finds Yudo on the lurk. Mako kills Crystal. And just like that, it's 5 in a row for DRX. 5 in a row. Feels bad, man. Alright, we're going to go for a full-on C stack. Hopefully they come C. If they go anywhere else, we're cooked. And they're not coming C. Do I see any difference between an Indian org versus other orgs? I mean, esports orgs in general are always just a little bit of like, they're a little bit of like a startup vibe where everything's a little chaotic. Not everything is super well organized. It's just how esports is. It has nothing to do with like the nationality of the org. Just all orgs are a bit chaotic. Okay, fast retake. Ooh, they're double stacked. Okay, 4v3. 3v2. Trade it out. Scale in. Trade it out. No. Oh. Wait, did we paranoia our own breach? Oh no. Poppy paranoid yeoman, so we can't get in. That's tough. All right, 6 in a row to DRX. It's not looking good. Try to get Yudo on the line short again. Camera spots him out. Gets the pick, gets out. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Are they speeding up on us? Like they are. Neon ult. Mako ulted to heaven, I think. We do get in. But we don't know where the Omen is. Wait, no, they haven't used Mako's ult. Okay. That was Poppy's ult that came in. We have 5 people A. 5v3, 5 people A. We should definitely win this. Okay, nice. 5. We get around. We get around. Triple stack B. Operator on A. It's like another exec A. Yudo is in trouble. Is it a fake? Or is it real? Pretty real to me. Do I think having Yeoman defeated the purpose of dropping Kelly? No. It was more about the fact that Crystal and Kelly just didn't agree on how to play the game. So it was hard to have both of them on the team. I mean, we definitely had some other problems because we had multiple IGLs in stage 2, but it wasn't defeating the purpose. The purpose of Yeoman and Ban was because we wanted bilingual Korean players with experience on the team. So we achieved that objective, but there are definitely some other role stuff and there definitely was like some disagreement on how to play, but it wasn't quite the same thing. Okay, we're gonna get out of here with a 6-6 half. Nice. Crystal 4 kills, boom, 6-6. You know, not too bad. We lost 6 in a row, but we put ourselves in position to win this map. Pixel's asking me to solve fucking world hunger right now. Why with so much population couldn't get 5 players to win something? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea, bro. Probably has something to do with the gaming culture in India not being as strong as other places. Maybe there's not enough good coaches. Maybe there's not enough talent pipeline. Maybe there's not enough access to good PCs. I have no idea. I have no idea. Crystal's playing very well. 17-8 scoreline. It's always been one of his better maps individually. Okay, pistol contact B. Get the kill. Going C. We're going C. Okay, 4v3 post plant. Fall off because they have no smokes. Seems like a good call. Ooh, there's one on the flank. What do we do? We give away a pick to Hyunmin early. Not sure if Yudo is peeking too aggressively or what. We one-way the smoke. Hyunmin is on the flank. Ooh, Hyunmin was on the flank. He shot Yudo in the back after breaking the alarm bot. Now he's causing some problems. Okay, yeah, this is not good. Hyunmin gets 3 on the flank. That is crazy. Gets 4 on the flank. So we just got owned by Hyunmin. Feels bad. Should not be losing that pistol. Definitely should not be losing that pistol. We get spammed. Contact up C. Spike is at A lobby. So we're just going for damage at this point, I guess. We're definitely not trying to win this round with the spike, that's for sure. Okay, Derek's trying to go plant A and give us some spike money. Let's see if it works. Okay, we take that, get the orb, get the spike money. Now he just needs to play his life for as long as possible. And he's cooked. Wait. Very disciplined from DRX. Okay, nice try. First gun round. We get out. Very weird smoke. Oh, I remember this. This is like a little pocket play that MC wanted us to run. but we didn't totally understand how to run it because we hadn't practiced the map enough. Okay, we get the opening pick though. That's good. Take out the Sova. Time to scale or hold. Scale or hold. Now we scale once the smoke goes down. I mean, pretty obvious that we're A because we haven't shown anything anywhere else. Now we're making noise. Ooh, Hyunmin kills 2 again. Jesus. Guy's owning us. Scale, scale, scale. Kill Bane. Good. Good trade. Get the plant down. We don't know where the cipher is, though. And our positioning is not great. Yeoman is kind of stuck here. Has to watch 2 angles at once. Poppy really needs to just clear this and then come back and help him, I think. Okay, we invest the ults. I don't mind it. It allows him to reposition. Nice clutch from Yeoman. Okay. 7-8. Break the dart. Show presence A. Get ready to go C. We had a lot of talks about just farm the orbs. Get the breach ult as often as possible. I feel like we had pretty good theory for like the orbs distribution and ults and stuff like this, despite only being a team for a week and a half. Okay, scaling up. Try and contact B. We're getting denied garage. Double smoke. Ooh, the deadlock. Deadlock is annoying. Ooh, and the camera. Yeah, this is tough. All right, B is going to be very hard. I call timeout. Try to make an adjustment. We're going A. Going fast A. Gunman is here. The raid boss. Ooh, Poppy blinds Utaton. Green kills 2. Our scaling is ruined. 3v3 though. Okay. Lose 1. And the ult. It's tough. Okay, so our attack seems to be the main problem here on this map. Our defense was pretty solid. Attack definitely struggling. Leave Utaton outside of A. We might come back to him here. We need to break camera or whatever. Yep. Okay, break camera. Great pressure C. They have to rotate towards C to some extent. We've invested drone though, so if we want to go this way, it's going to have to be contact. Getting ready to swing long. We jet smoke it and come through. Okay. Dodge the recon. Derek needs to make some noise, I think, at some point here. I don't know if he made noise here again or not. We go for the lurk. Kills Mako. That's huge. And then we go in. Ooh, nice shot from Freeing. We're scaling into this deadlock trip over and over and over. Owning us. Freeing gets 4. And we're cooked. It was a good macro round, but then we just ran into a deadlock trip and 3 people got stunned. If I get an opportunity to coach an Indian team, I mean, if the payment makes sense. Basically, I will coach anyone, anywhere, as long as I can survive. You gotta understand that I have a life, I have family, I have to support myself, I have bills. So if somebody's willing to pay me to coach, I will happily coach. I don't really have a bias towards any particular region or team. All right, we get onto site. Plant this ultimate. Don't plant the spike yet. Definitely be trying to plant here. Oh, Mako. You slippery devil, you. Buy ourselves some space. Yuta goes for the duel. Gets the paranoia out. Nice. 2 players A-Link. And we get the Thrifty. Okay, sick. Pretty good round from us. I think we were just a little bit more simple. Sped it up a little bit. Put some more pressure on them. Didn't get picked. Didn't run into the deadlock utility. That was a big part. Crystal goes for the counter ult. Can't find Freeing. Okay, we get 1 tag on the Neon. So we know 2 are A. Derek's going to take a timing in B. 1 second, guys. All right. Am I willing to coach tier 2? Yeah, I'll coach tier 2 as long as long as the money makes sense. I can't afford to work for free, but I don't have a problem coaching tier 2 or collegiate or whatever, as long as it makes sense. I just like coaching the game. Like I don't really care about the prestige. I want to coach, help people get better at the game, and win. Those are like the only things I really care about. All right, 12 to 8. We're definitely struggling going A. I feel like this deadlock is really kind of destroying us. And actually, I think this was the Talon comp. Maybe. I think Talon was the first team to run this. The ERX ran it against us here, and then we stole this, and this became our main comp. This became our comp for Haven for stage 2. Okay, we look for op pick on C. Trying to switch up the tempo a little bit. You can jump peek again. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we're just going to try an entry on C. Udatan gets the backside. Ooh, there's 2 people there. Bane with the flood. Okay. Good molly. 3v3 post plant. Derek gets 1 on the flank. Swap the guns over. Ooh, okay, not good. Derek gets the kill. Nice. 4 kills from Darion. Okay, 9-12. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Oh. Deadlock net. Dart. Okay, we hold. Hyunmin over peaks. Good position from Darion over here. I kind of wish that we would come back and break something in garage and then go A here. We get another pick. We back up. We are going to go back to the Killjoy, it looks like. Oh, I don't want to do individual coaching. I have no interest in doing that. I only want to coach a team. Yeah, I have zero interest in being an individual player coach. Big contact from Derek. Okay, holy shit. Okay, nice. Poppy teleports. This is a good round from us. Derek gets another one. Derek is going crazy. He's going crazy the last couple rounds. Gonna be a save for the deadlock. Can we come back? Can we come back here? Okay, we get double netted. We get Yudo on the line. Drone out middle. Okay. Omen shows middle. I think we're a little hesitant to go A here. Oh wait, we're gonna contact short. Okay, interesting. Deadlock walls, which says they probably are rotated off. But maybe not. I think somebody just broke Derek's stuff on flank, so now we're kind of just forced to go A. I don't love this. Letting them force us to go... Oh yeah, I remember this. We used this really, really shit ult. Because we were panicking. They broke our flank watch, and we just panicked, and we're like... Instead of just chilling, having somebody hold this, taking this space and ulting from the normal spot, we just panic and ult from here, which is just... I mean, this ult is so useless. It does absolutely nothing. Gives them way too much space to play on. Like 3 people backside. Yudo gets in. Our scaling is kind of bad. Try to duel it out. Oh my gosh, how do we not kill that guy? Wallbang him. Wallbang him. Nice shot from Derek. Has the spike. Ooh, and the Hyunmin wrap. Okay, so we lose our first map to DRX. Pretty close. Definitely had some chances to win that one. Then we go to Sunset. And here's the Sunset comp. Viper Vice, Neon, Sova, Omen. I had all sorts of interesting walls that I like to use on Viper on this map. Spoiler, it doesn't go particularly well, but we had some ideas. Not all of them were good. Some of them were cool. Some of them were not cool. We also had 2 scrims on this map. 2 scrims total on this map. I literally came to practice. I was like, hey guys, here's the comp we're going to play. Here's our playbook. Let's scrim it twice, and we'll see what happens. Oof. Gunman Neon was a menace. Basically, what's going to end up happening is we're supposed to be using this wall to like contest B, but it was hard to do against the deadlock with our comp. And when we kept losing B main control, they just kept coming here and execing, and we just couldn't stop them. So we didn't adjust to this well. We didn't have a good grasp on like how we were supposed to play the map. And DRX just abused B over and over and over. But we'll watch it. We'll see if we can pick up anything, learn anything. Huge round from Hyunmin again on the pistol. Okay, so this is I think this wall is very strong. This is like my favorite wall. But we again need to be contesting B main if we use this. Heavy mid control. They're going B again. Also, I don't think Derek had ever played Vice. I think this is like maybe his like 4th game of Vice or something like that. So we went comfort for all the other maps, but on this map we definitely did not go comfort, and unfortunately we had to play the map. So we get owned 2 rounds in a row. First gun round. Got our heavy B setup. The 2 sentinels. We've got our A control. Middle is now a gap. We a little bit funky on our rotations here. Probably don't need 2 people holding A. They're splitting they're splitting market. We don't pop our thorns because we're not used to playing the comp or the agent. But we do get a kill with the thorns, which is cool. But yeah, you can see DRX's plan. It's just like hit B, fortify backside with the wall and sensors, and just play post plant. Nice kill from Crystal. We don't know where freeing is. Okay, so now we go with, all right, let's try and control B a little bit more. Let's move both quote unquote sentinels to A. Contest B a little bit more. This is good. Got the wall for top middle. Nice kill from Udaton. He's stuck. Okay, nice kill from Crystal. Okay, good. B main contest is working. We like that. Are they still hitting B? Ooh, I'm worried. Crystal just in a spam line at 14 HP. It's making me nervous. Okay, they're coming A, it looks like, or Mako is lurking at least. Re-clear B main. Top middle. Okay, Yeoman going to join Darion on A. We just have to worry about them rewrapping into Boba. Market control is on lock. I think they're going to have to save. Nice pick by Udaton. Okay. Get our first round win. We go back to Vice at B. We're going to go heavy mid control. Okay, they're hitting A. Poppy's in trouble. Gets insta-tagged by the camera. Give up elbow completely. Yudo's on a super fast flank. And we're going to try and come this way. We're going to get contested in CT a lot. We're in pretty good positions to retake here. We definitely need more people going CT though. Okay, yeah. One person short, 3 people CT. Need to coordinate actually going up. Crystal, don't die. You've got recon. No, Crystal, we need the recon. Okay, now all of a sudden we have 3 people coming short. Yeah, this retake is fucked. Flanker gets dealt with. Definitely cannot retake with multiple people coming short and no CT control. It's impossible. Okay, we save our guns. We call a timeout. I don't remember what I said. Doesn't really matter. Back to contesting B. I like this. Double Sentinel A. Ooh. Okay, so we needed... The plan here was basically to do this trap, but we were not ready for the trap because Poppy was smoking here first. We didn't want them to get close. We're supposed to do the stun early because the stun hits like this and this. But they get a little too close. You can see this guy not stunned, this guy not stunned. Paranoia also hits deep instead of coordinating, so we cover everything. Again, it's like we literally had 2 scrims on this map, so all of our stuff is going to be very, very rough. But the idea, I think, is correct. The call is good from Crystal. The idea is fine, but our execution is not good because why would it be? Why would it be? Come back to reclear middle. Fully giving B. I wish that we still had somebody spotting back B at least from here. But the flank timing is going to be good. Yeoman is trapped. Flank timing is definitely good. Ooh, Bane wins a 1v1. Bane wins 2 1v1s and the round is over. Unfortunate. Okay, back to B main control. Okay, and here, I didn't want us pushing up this far. I want us to just basically control from this line so you could actually fall back. But once you get up into this area, then you're exposed to a bunch of different angles. But we'll see if it works. Drop the wall, get aggressive positioning in B. Okay, not too bad. Now Crystal can leave, come this way. Need somebody to come to market. Poppy's going to go top, so we need one person to come here probably. Otherwise, market's a gap. Although maybe market is closed, so it doesn't really matter. Re-smoke B main. Okay, looks like they're coming A. Got Molly Thorns to watch short. A nice Vice ult. Okay, we're using 2 ults. We better win this round. Did a very good job stalling. We've got 4 people here. Okay, nice shot from Darion. Very nice round from us, actually. Super well played. Perfectly well played. We took B main control. We forced them to go into the Viper Vice. Viper Vice locked it down. Okay, they call a timeout. And they're just going to go back to hitting B, I'm pretty sure. Yep, B main control. We're going to drone off contact. We would go for Paranoia. No Paranoia. Get Yudo back on the line. Ooh, we need some help. Okay. I think the problem here is that Viper's all the way over here. We need 2 people towards A, I think. Otherwise the Vice isn't. Ooh, Yudo repeaks. Repeaks, freeing ticket timing through the smoke. That's a problem. Now we have no B main control. We have no map control basically at all. Go back to reclear middle. Do we have any protocols to drone at a specific timestamp? Not really. It's more so like there's sort of like a internal clock where you kind of just know like we need information now. I think some teams do set like an actual timing protocol, but for me, I think it's got to be like a little bit adjustable, you know? So I would just say like, you know, if everything's quiet for this amount of time, there's just sort of like a sense like I'm a little bit uncomfortable with our positioning right now. I would like to know what's going on the map. Let's use the drone. But you definitely want to like coordinate it with your team, because if you have multiple pieces of info utility, you definitely don't want to just be using like all of your info utility and then none of your info utility. You want to sort of do like, okay, there's no noise A, there's no noise B. Okay, one of you guys get info. Okay, if we clear A with our info utility, then we know they probably are B, so we don't need to use our B info. Because like what you don't want to do is like you have no info at both sites, so you both use info at the same time, and then you confirm, okay, well they're B. Well, you could have just confirmed that they're B by using the A info. That makes sense. Okay, we pit B. Looks like they're trying to explore middle. Yep, heavy mid. Be careful, Crystal. Gotta give up some mid space. Got Vice and Market. They're trying to split behind the Viper ult, it looks like. Ooh, almost had a timing there. They go up middle into A, split. Udaton with the Neon ult gets 2. Not quite enough. Gotta give up the pit. Try to retake. Nice try. 7-2. Okay, we're gonna go for a mid walk again. The camera sees 4 people, I think. So that's not great. But maybe it didn't see us. Not sure. Nice aggressive pick. Yeah, we should be expecting the A, I think. If we kill the chamber, or if we kill the Cypher outside of B, very likely that they're A. We have no defensive utility on A because it's an eco. Okay, yeah, we're not totally sure what's going on. We have no info. Giving up mid control again. Okay, now we check for info at A. Nothing in A main. Oh, he gets caught. Damn, they were just quiet in B. Okay. Or they came back to B maybe. So yeah, our lack of info there, definitely a problem. I definitely think that we should have held our mid position, at least with like one person. Call another timeout. Try not to get completely owned on our defensive side. We go for B control. Bit of an over push from Yudo. The timing from the paranoia is really, really late. We do fight and win the space though, which is good. Get the reaction kill. Our wall is a little bit fucked up. There's a gap in it. It is what it is. Things are a little scrappy. 4v2 though. This is a good spot. Should be able to win this round. Go for a walk re-clear of middle. Where the hell is Mako? Oh my gosh, he catches the timing. Kills 2 people. Not like this. He has ult. Yeoman goes for the push. We don't know where he is. We think he teleported into B main, maybe. Mako gonna 4v1 us right now? I think he might. I think he might be 4v1ing us. Okay, good trade. Got a little scary for me right there. All right, we go for B main control again. Yudo aggro with a judge. Should deny them a lot of space here. I think we can start to shift back over towards middle again. Get the orb, get out. Yep, Yudo just spots B. Okay, I don't know what happened to all of our utility. Maybe we didn't have enough money for it. We're rewalking middle. They're hitting A. Yeah, we definitely need some thorns to stop this. We lose the Viper as well. Okay. Yeah, we didn't totally understand how to play defense, like rotation wise, and how to bunker, and also there are definitely just some problems with this comp in general. As far as like comfort, and also probably some of the ideas were a little bit half cooked. A little half cooked in terms of the comp. So we get 3-9. All right, not the best defensive half. Get our first blood with our pistol. Get a second pick. Nice. Now we just need to go A. Scale together. Everybody just scale together. Or just wait for them to refight us. One of the two. Nice from Yudo. 5v2. Nice from Yudo again. And boom. All right, we get the pistol. Cool. Go anti-eco. Our buy seems pretty good. 3 rifles, a pistol, and a marshal. Letting Darion search with the marshal. Holding passively. So much space in middle. You're just gonna walk behind them on A. Okay. Be grouping and going A here. Yep, here we go. Darion's on site. He literally just walked all the way through middle and is now behind them. Seems good. And then we just gotta scale in. Yeah, I mean, Neon is very powerful. Neon is a very powerful. If you've got good Neon movement, it's so hard to deal with. Okay, they're just gonna die to spike. All right, 5-7. We're gonna go for a fast A hit. I didn't really love how often we ran fast A hits with this comp, but it's fine. Ooh, Mako getting 2 there, that's a problem. That is a problem. And now we're stuck. We have no map control. Gonna have to kind of grind this one out at A. Crystal loses the duel, drops the spike. Probably no chance we win this. Yep, another 1v1 lost. Okay, we go with our mid default here. Ooh, Yeoman gets spammed. That's not good. We lose our A pressure. So the idea on this mid default, just to kind of explain this, is we do like info denial at A. We gather info at B. Can't really do this anymore with the Vice because you don't get info from the flash. And then we take mid control with the smoke. We deposit somebody here. We have one person here, and we have one person here. And then if they try to re-clear, we can fight them. And if they don't try to re-clear, then we can either split into B or we can go top mid to A. But yeah, getting spammed, not great. We lose all of our A pressure. Now we're kind of forced to go either middle to B or just like freeze and hope they give us a fight. We're not ready for them to refight us middle because we're kind of slow to get into positions and we get kind of owned. So we lose our first gun round. Now the map is probably fucked. Probably fucked at this point. So we go with a B hit. Make it look like it's our default with the Vice flash. Camera sees a bunch of people and now we need to explode. So we get out. Paranoia. Need to get the spike down. Plant for backside. Okay, good trades. Good counter utility. Bring kills 2 people. It's a total brawl for sight. Gonna use the Vice ult. We just need to plant. Need to plant. But we're worried about the worried about the annihilation. Holy shit. How did he kill him? Okay, don't tell me we lose this clutch 2v1. Nice. Well played by Yeoman. Okay. Get the round. Huge round for us. Okay, we're going back into sort of our mid default here, except we didn't come through tiles like we're supposed to. So it's a little bit awkward. Or it looks like we're going to go into a B split here pretty quickly. It's a little scary running into the neon. Somehow Udaton doesn't kill this neon. I don't know how it's possible. He slid and sprayed him. He was stuck in the corner, stunned. Doesn't get the kill. Now our round is very difficult. Try and split through Boba. Maybe. But our comp is not super good at exploding. Denying A info. Trying to make some pressure middle. Contacting into market. And tough. Why this A smoke? Because personally, I like controlling the orb. I think if you do this smoke, is like the one that like Gen G uses. This smoke, you just concede the orb all the time. And I like the ability to turn off one or the other and then get like a lurk going. I think this gives you a bit more creativity with how you want to play this. Obviously this is more efficient, and having to use both gases at the same time means that your window to actually make plays is a little bit lower. But I don't know. It's kind of just like a personal preference. I just like being able to like to choose which side you turn off, and also to like if they want to get this orb, they have to literally stand in the poison and get decayed. At least that's my theory behind it. It might not be correct. Okay, they're brawling us. They're standing in the decay. Somehow Bane kills 2 people. I mean, one thing that's obvious is like this setup is definitely making them uncomfortable, right? It's making it hard for them to play this area because the smokes are going on and off. They're having to stand in the decay to actually fight us for control. Yeah, that's sort of the general idea. It just makes it very uncomfortable to play in this area, and then yeah, again, like I don't know if it's like correct or optimal. I like how it works, but I definitely think I definitely don't think like the Genji one is bad. And then there's some people who just do a wall like this also, or something like that. Or what is the wall? There's a wall that like some people like to throw like this maybe. That also has like value. Kind of depends on like what you're looking for out of this. The idea with this combo is that the Viper is supposed to be like a very aggressive lurker. I wanted the Viper to kind of play this as if it's like a short on bind, where like the Viper just makes a huge amount of space and tries to hold like multiple people here at all times, so that the rest of the map opens up. Okay, so brawling A has been working out for us. So we'll just keep brawling A. They come fight us again. They have to force through the smokes, and we fuck them up. So works out again. Their aggro stuff is not working very well against us. Oh, where's the trade? Okay, there we go. 3v1. We win the round. Okay, we're just going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. They want to keep fighting us A main? Let them. Ooh, Crystal's ult. Okay, gets another tag. Okay, they keep trying to fight us A. It's not working for them. Got Vice ult, Viper ult. We should definitely be able to take the site here. Pop the Vice ult, get on, use Viper ult to secure the round. Oh, I think I know what happens here. Okay, now we just need to run it down. Just fully run it down. Ah, yeah. Okay. This is a big mistake. You cannot pit to try and get in. I think this is almost always a bad play, whether you're trying to pit this way to get in or any map where you're playing Viper. If you pit to try to entry, I think it's almost always bad. So yeah, pitting here in a 4v3 gives this guy like a smoke cover essentially. If we just ran around this corner and just jumped and brute force this guy, we probably win this round. But we pit to try and entry, and then we get smoked, and then we're hesitant to go through, and then we get stalled, and then they're spamming us, so we get reconned, and we can't get through the choke point. And oh, what a disaster of a round. On map point, on series point, this is how we lose. Poppy goes for the teleport. Don't mind the play, but he's definitely gotta play his life now. Yeoman gets kind of sacrificed. Yeah, they can just spam you. You kind of give them like a target, like just spam in this area and you'll probably kill people. Which is why pitting to try and entry is usually bad. Yeah, using the Viper ult before planting. That's all. That's like the big problem. All right, so we lose. So yeah, we had some interesting ideas. Crystal, thank you for scrim, he says. That's funny. And that was our EWC run. So we did pretty well, all things considered. You know, we did our best. Let's see how we did stats wise. Not too bad. Darian, top 5. Crystal, top 6. Played all right. And yeah, that was the run. So let's see. That's all of EWC. After this, we went back into practice. I think we had like a 3-day break after this. And then we got banned to Korea. And we started practicing on the 28th of May. And our first match against RQ was on, let's see, was on July 17th. So we had about like a month and a half between EWC and Stage 1 to integrate Ban and Yeoman to the team to get a little bit more solid on how we wanted to play together. We got MCE to Korea as well. And yeah, so starting tomorrow, we'll start going through Stage 2. I think probably tomorrow I'll do another long stream and I'll do the Super Week because we ended up playing, 2 games back to back basically on the 15th and the 19th. So I'll probably do both of these tomorrow. I might only do one. It kind of depends on how quick this goes. But yeah, starting tomorrow, we'll go through Stage 2. And by the end of the week, I think we'll be done with all of our 2025 VOD review. So just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully this was enjoyable. Sorry there was no sound. It is what it is. I don't want to get in trouble for leaking player comms. It's just like not a good thing to do. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And we'll watch us play against RQ. I've got some really good stuff to talk about for these games in Stage 2 because this was, I was fully the head coach at this point. A lot of the stuff was mine. A lot of the ideas were mine, and I'm going to explain a lot of things. So, yep. Appreciate y'all and have a good rest.